Hey guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Real Housewives of Orange County news and some I quits coming our way. It's interesting to me, but I'm not actually shocked by it. We have Heather Dubrow, who's revealing that her daughter, Max Dubrow, has quit the Real Housewives of Orange County and shares the scene that made her the most upset. She's one of two kids that has actually decided, I don't want to be a part of this, Mom. I'm not doing this. You can do it. Leave me out of it. So we're going to break it down thanks to Reality Blur. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so according to Reality Blurb, it looks like Heather Dubrow recently revealed on her podcast, Heather Dubrow's World, that her children are not as big of fans when it comes to filming as she originally led on, specifically saying that one of her children no longer wants to film at all. That would be Max. Much of Heather's storyline during season 16 revolved around her family, and she's continuously said in countless interviews that she wants to show the world what a modern and healthy family looks like. But now it's looking like she and her children are no longer on the same page. And she did say that multiple times. She said she wanted her children to share their journey. She had her daughter who decided to write a book about what it's like to be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community at such a young age and potentially help other people. Her whole basis of coming back on the show was sharing her family and that family dynamic. Now, if her kids don't want to film, will producers say, no, Heather Dubrow, you can no longer film? Absolutely not. They'll bring her back anyways, 100%. But if her kids don't want to film, she can't use that as an excuse as to why she's filming or even as a storyline anymore because they're out. The only thing I wonder, though, is Shannon Bedore was out when her kids weren't allowed to film. It was two of her daughters. The other daughter was fully old enough to film, and Bravo producers came to her and said, if you can't win this court battle with David Bedore, we are demoting you, demoting your ASS down to a friend role, and that is not going to be good for Shannon Bedore. Shannon Bedore had to convince David Bedore to let her film with her kids, the younger ones, the twins. That way she could keep her full-time role on the show. So my question here is, if Heather Dubrow's kids are opting out of filming, but she has one or two that's left, just like Shannon Bedore did, is she going to get threatened and say that, oh, you're potentially demoted? No, it would never happen. They're not demoting Heather Dubrow. As long as Heather Dubrow wants to be on the show, like her podcast says, it's Heather Dubrow's World. It's kind of funny how you get one person from each franchise that has that much power. A Teresa Giudice, a Heather Dubrow. I mean, we could go down the line, but sometimes they get dethroned, sometimes they don't. Let's keep going. Per Heavy, Heather said on her podcast, with the girls, they are savage because if they feel like it didn't go well, they are out. Most notably, her eldest daughter, Max, has decided that she no longer wants to film after she was unhappy about a scene during last season. During a family dinner, younger sibling Kat ridiculed Max for the way that she was eating. We had a family dinner and it was on where Kat and Max kind of got into it. And look, I have 4 kids. They don't always get along. That's normal. I'm not pretending to have any kind of perfect anything, but again, sort of the balance of showing a real family and all of the stuff that sometimes happens. And they end up fighting at the dinner table, but like Max was not happy about it. Apparently Max was so unhappy about it that she asked her mom if they would even air the scene, to which Heather promptly said, nah, probably not. However, the scene did air and Heather revealed that Max doesn't want to film anymore. I mean, it wasn't even that big of a deal, this scene, but to her, I don't want to diminish anything or take anything away. To her, it might have been a big deal because maybe she doesn't want to show herself, especially at such a young age where she's building a brand already. She might not want to show herself fighting with her siblings. And I do understand that as well. But as a viewer, nobody was really judging her for that, for bickering with your sister. I have so many brothers and sisters. I feel like we bicker for a sport all the time. And I'm in my 20s and it still happens all the time. Let's keep going. So Heather did try to defend herself, saying, I'm not one of the producers. And that is true, to be honest. But Heather said previously that her children are wary of filming during an appearance on Behind the Velvet Rope with David Yontef back in January of this year. All the kids, thought it was a great idea. And It's different though, but with the kids, they think it's a great idea until you say, hey, throw a microphone on and we're going to go to an escape room. And they're like, oh, really? So, like they like the idea of it more than the actual filming of it, is what Heather said on David Yontef's podcast. For someone who is so family oriented though, if you knew your kids weren't all that keen on filming, they want to know, Reality Blurb wants to know, why put them in that position? Now, Real Housewives of Orange County is currently on hiatus. They're trying to figure out what the next step is when it comes to casting, but they did announce that they're coming back. They announced that the Real Housewives of Orange County is coming back along with a few other shows, Salt Lake City, we have Vanderpump Rules. So there was just this whole massive announcement, and that's good to know. Gina also let everybody know that she is not demoted. And she cleared that rumor up really quick on social media. She's like, cute. You're trying to say that you know something that you don't actually know? Well, let me clear that up. We've heard rumors that we're getting Alexis Bellino on the show, which I got some comments and people weren't so happy with me, but I just don't understand why we would bring Alexis Bellino on the show. I don't think we need Alexis Bellino. I think we need Tamra Judge. And some people are like, no way, don't bring back, another vet. We need new people. I'm actually really heavily anticipating Diana Jenkins for the new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because that one just scene where she's like, oh, you need a new villain? Here I am. I was like, is she? She might be good. And there are women out there who can pull it off. They just can't be a super fan like Noella. I mean, I hope Noella comes in this new season. We know she's going to be back, but I hope she comes in. Honestly, she was the reason for all the chaos in season 16. So we need to bring her back or else we wouldn't have had a show. But I just hope she comes back not so much as a fan. I don't know. I don't even know if Heather Dubrow will come back at this point, because if her family is not very excited about the filming process, we know that Dr. Terry Dubrow doesn't love filming The Real Housewives of Orange County, and he has his own show, Botched. And if the kids aren't loving filming, and if Heather Dubrow, if she might not even like filming at this point, then really, why continue filming? We might actually lose Heather Dubrow, and they might bring in somebody who you guys might not be that happy about. We all wouldn't be happy. I don't even want to say the name. It's like saying Lord Voldemort. Okay, guys, go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts about Heather sharing that her daughter, well, now it's 2 at this point, do not want to share any of their lives moving forward on The Real Housewives of Orange County? Do you think Heather Dubrow will stick around? Or do you think that she will end up swinging the side of her family and say, you know what? It was cute. I came back. We did it. We saw it. Conquered. We're done. We're good on this. This isn't what we need in our lives. I want all of your unfiltered opinions, but also don't forget it's Saturday. So go get some bottomless mimosas. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.